Now let us do a numerical problem on the 3-hinged stiffening girder. So the question is, a 3-hinged stiffening girder of a suspension bridge of span 100 meters is subjected to 2-point loads of 200 kN and 300 kN at a distance of 25 and 50 meters from the left end. So in this question we are given that the stiffening girder of a suspension bridge of span 100 meters. So the span is 100 meters. So this total span of the cable as well as the girder is 100 meters. So from here to here it is 100 meters. It is subjected to 2-point loads of 200 and 300 kilonewton at a distance of 25 and 50 meters. So therefore this 200 is acting at a distance of 25 meters from the left end, and this 300 kilonewton is acting at a distance of 50 meters from the left end. Okay, see 50 meters, if you see the total span is 100 meters, so the center of the span will be 50 meters, and at the center there will be an internal hinge, and the 300 kilonewton is also acting at 50 meters. It means 300 kilonewton is acting at the internal hinge. Now we have to find the shear force and bending moment for the girder at a distance of 30 meters from the left end. So now we have to take a section. So this is a section, this is dotted section which I have drawn here. So this is a section at a distance of x equal to 30 meters. So from x equal to 30 meters at this section, we have to find out the value of the shear force and bending moment for the girder. The supporting cable has a central dip of 10 meters. It means the value of small h is equal to 10 meters. Also find the maximum tension and its slope in the cable. So we also have to find Tmax and theta, the value of theta. See, if we want to find out the value of Tmax, we should know the value of V and H, because Tmax is equal to under root of V square plus H square. Now, in order to find out the value of V and H, we will follow this procedure. See, now these are the external loads. Suppose the support reactions due to the external load, due to only the external load, is Ra dash and Rb dash. Okay, so Ra dash and Rb dash are the reactions, are the support reactions due to only the external forces. Now we will have to find out the value of Ra dash and Rb dash. Now first take summation of moment about a point equal to 0. So if you will take summation of moment about a point, a dash or a point equal to 0, see, now we are finding out the value of Ra dash and Rb dash, and these are the reactions which are due to only the external forces. Therefore when we will apply this moment equation, we will only use the external forces, we will not use We. Okay, so now the first load is 200 kilonewton. Clockwise bending moment we will take as positive, and anti-clockwise bending moment we will take as negative. So if you see this 200, so this 200 will take this point, this A dash point in the clockwise direction, and for clockwise we are going to take positive. So 200 into perpendicular distance from A dash is 25. So this 200 into 25. Now if you see the next force 300 kilonewton, it is also acting in the downward direction, and this will produce a clockwise bending moment about point A dash. So for clockwise we will take positive, and force is 300 and the perpendicular distance from A dash is 50. So 300 into 50. Now if you see Rb dash will take A dash point in the anti-clockwise direction, and for anti-clockwise movement we will take as minus, so negative. Rb dash into the perpendicular distance of Rb dash from A dash is 100, so minus 100 into Rb dash. By solving this equation we will get Rb dash equal to 200 kilonewton. Now if I apply summation of all the vertical forces is equal to 0, so total upward force is equal to total downward force. So total upward forces Ra dash plus Rb dash, and total downward forces 200 kilonewton plus 300 kilonewton. See, we are not taking We because Ra dash and Rb dash are only due to the external loads. That's why we are not taking We. So from this equation, if I will put the value of Rb, we will get the value of Ra dash equal to 300 kilonewtons. So now we have found out the value of Ra dash and Rb dash. Now see, Now we will find out the values of the beam moments. See, we know that the value of capital H is mc upon small h. Now, just in the previous lecture, we discussed this formula that the value of the horizontal thrust is mc, that is the value of the bending moment due to the external loads at C is divided by small h. So first of all, we will find out the value of mc. So if you want to find out the value of bending moment at C, either you can take the left portion of the C part or you can see the right portion of the C part. See, MC dash is the bending moment at C due to the external loads only. So we don't have to consider WE. So if you see the left portion of the C dash point, there are two loads. And if you see the right portion, there is only one force, so we will take the right portion. Sign convention, we are going to use this kind sign convention, that is sagging bending moment is positive. Now we have taken the right part of the C dash point. So on the right part there is only one external load, that is your RB dash. So this RB dash will be going to produce an anti-clockwise bending moment about C dash point, and if the right, see, we have taken the right part of C dash, therefore we will compare it with the right force here. So if the right moment is anti-clockwise, the bending moment is positive. So MC dash will be plus of force is RB dash and the perpendicular distance of RB dash from C dash is 50. So RB dash into 50. So if you will put the values, you will get 10,000 kilonewton meters. So now we have got the value of MC dash. So just put the value of MC dash, we will get the value of the horizontal thrust, which will come out to be 1000 kilonewtons. See, now we know the value of capital H, and capital H is also equal to WEL square by 8H. So from this equation, I can find out the value of WE, that is equivalent to UDL, which will come out to be 8 kilonewton per meter. Now we have to find the value of VA dash and VB dash, which we already know it is WEL by 2. See, I have used dash here. You can simply use VA and VB also, it's fine. So VA and VB will be equal to WEL by 2. So by putting the values, VA and VB dash will come out to be 400 kilonewton. Now we know the value of capital H and VA and VB, which both are 400 kilonewtons. So now just put the value of VA and H in the equation of Tmax. We will get the value of Tmax, which will come out to be 1077.03 kilonewtons. Now if we want to find out the slope of Tmax, see, when we if you will watch the video on cable subjected to UDL, in that lecture I have discussed this formula T cos theta equal to H. So at any section in a cable, the horizontal component of tension is equal to the horizontal thrust, and this is applicable at every section. So T max cos theta this equal to H. Now theta can be calculated as cos inverse of H upon T max. So if you will put the values of H and T max, the value of theta will come out to be 21.80 degrees. Now in the second case, we had to find out the shear force and bending moment at a section 30 meters from the left end. So see, so now we have to find out the value of shear force and bending moment at x equal to 30 meters from the left end. See, now we know the formula that shear force is equal to beam shear, that is the shear force due to the external loads only, minus S tan theta. Tan theta we can find out from this value, or see, you can either find out from this value, or we already know the value of theta. So tan of 21.80 will come out to be 0.16. So either you can use this formula or you can simply use tan of 21.80, you will get tan theta. The value of H we know. So now we have to find out the value of beam shear, that is the value of the bending moment at a section at a distance of x equal to 30 meters due to the external loads only. See, now if you see this diagram, the external loads are 200 kilonewton and 300 kilonewton. Ra dash is 300. See, let me just draw the diagram, then you will be able to understand. See, so this is your girder, and these are your two reactions, Ra dash and Rb dash. So this is RA dash whose value came out to be 300. Okay, here two external loads are acting. One is this 200 kilonewtons. Okay, now you have to consider a section at a distance of 30 meters. So now you have considered a section at a distance of 30 meters from the left end. See, if you want to find out the value of shear force at this section, either you can take the left part of the section or you can take the right part of the section. If you see the left part of the section, there are two forces, 300 and 200. So just do the summation of these forces according to the sign convention. So the sign convention that we are going to use will be this. So this type of sign shear force is positive, this is left shear force, this is right shear force, and this type of shear force we are going to take as negative. So this is the left one and this is the right one. See, now shear force at this section will be equal to the summation of forces to the right of the section. Now to the right there are two forces, 300 and 200. 300 is acting in the upward direction. So if the left force is upward, the shear force will be positive, and if and 200 is in the downward direction, and if the left force is downward, shear force is negative. So 200 will be negative, 300 will be positive. Therefore total shear force will be 300 minus 200 due to the external loads. So this is the value of Vx. So we have calculated Vx minus h into y. We already had calculated the value of h and the value of h tan theta. The value of tan theta we have calculated as 0.16. So just put the values. We will get the shear force at x equal to 30 meters equal to minus 60 kilonewtons. Okay. See, now we have to find out the value of bending moment. The value of bending moment, let me just minimize it. Now we have to find out the value of bending moment at x equal to 30 meters from the left end. So now we know the formula. The formula is beam moment minus hy. So the value of h we know, the value of y we can calculate from this formula. Just put the value of x equal to 30, we will, and h, the value of h we know, the value of l we know. By putting the values, we can find out the value of y as 8.4 meters. Now we just want to find out the value of beam moment, and that is mx. So mx is the bending moment at the section due to the external loads. So again I will draw the diagram. So this is your diagram. Okay, so here two reactions are acting. Here two point loads are acting in the downward direction, and I have to find out the bending moment at a distance of 30 meters from the left support. So this is your problem. Okay, see, so and this distance is 5 meters. Okay, this load is 200 and this is 300. See, now I'm going to use this sign convention, sagging bending moment as positive and hogging bending moment as negative. Okay, so this is your left moment, this is your right moment, this is your left moment, and this is your right moment. See, if you want to find out the bending moment at this section, either we can take the summation of moments to the left of the section, or we can take the summation of moments to the right of the section. So I'm going to take the left part. See, so mx will be equal to, if you see, first force is 300, so this 300 is going to produce an anti-clockwise bending moment about this section. If the left is anti-clockwise, bending moment is positive, so this term will be plus. Force is 300, perpendicular distance from the section is 30 meters, so 300 into 30. Now the second force which is acting in the downward direction is 200. Now this 200 will take this section in the anti-clockwise direction, and if the left moment is anti-clockwise, the sign convention will be minus. So this is minus. The force is 200 and the perpendicular distance is 5. So if I will solve this value, the value of mx will come out to be minus 400 kilonewton meter. So just put the value of mx in this equation. So after putting the value of mx, okay, I have not solved it here, so just put the value of mx here. So minus 400 minus h into y. So by putting the values, we can get the value of bending moment. at x equal to 30. Okay, I have put the values. So this is the value of mx. So just put the value of mx. So this is the value equation of mx. Minus h is 1000 and y is 8.4. So after putting the values, we will get the moment at x equal to 30 meters as minus 400 kilonewton meter. See, the moment at x equal to 30 meters is coming out to be minus. So minus means hogging bending moment.